So whenever I first went to undergrad, I did not realize that I would have to be doing research as part of my degree. Um, and then come to realize that research is one of the most important things to have on your resume as a chemistry student. So I wanted to talk about how to get undergraduate research as an undergrad. Um, so the first thing, the one that I know the best, is the fact that I have consistently done research at my own university as an undergraduate, and this is because, or at least I think it's because, I go to a small school. It has a pretty decent chem program, but it's still a very small school. There's no master's nor PhD students at my school. And I think that's why they have the undergrads do research instead of the grad students, because there are no grad students. But what if you go to a big name school where you can't get research? Then it becomes a little tricky. And this is why I vouch for the small schools, because if you can do research, you have a much better chance of getting into graduate school or a job after college, because it looks really good on your resume that you are already doing some lab stuff outside of your regular labs. So the first way that you can get research at another school is just talk to your professors, because they may have some sort of project with the graduate students that they can let you in on. But other than that, that's really all you can do for your university unless you go to a smaller school. The second way is you get something called an REU. REU stands for Research Experience as an Undergraduate. And the way you get an REU is you go to, this is for America, this is for the United States. I don't know how it works outside the United States, but you go to nsf.gov, and you search under the REU section. Good luck trying to get an REU. They are super difficult to get. They are, in fact, more competitive than graduate school. So yeah, there may be 8 spots for a program at some university, and they're only accepting 8 students, but there probably will be around 400 applicants. So not to discourage you from applying to REUs, but that is a major issue that people experience. Additionally, for an REU, you will most likely need letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation, and this is also why I vouch for the small schools, letters of recommendation should come from a professor who has gotten to know you as a person, rather than just you taking their class and doing very well in it. You've actually done stuff for that professor outside of class. That's where the really good letters of recommendation come from. Unfortunately, at big schools, they don't take the time to get to know the undergraduates. It's most likely the graduate students that are going to be teaching the undergrads. So yeah, and last I checked, you need 2 of them, and they should come from a professor who's gotten to know you as a person, and you've done well in their class is the other one. So good luck with REUs. They're very hard to get in. If you get rejected to them, it's literally nothing. Don't even worry about it. they are hyper competitive. And then you have internships. Now, internships are something I don't really know how they all work exactly. The way you can get an internship, though, is by talking to your department at your university and seeing if the chair of the department has anything, because the chair will most likely have something for you. They get like emails and stuff about internships. But if they don't, they may send out a department email to all the professors saying, hey, are you guys doing any research over the summer that you'd like to accept this student into, or do you have any internships that you know of, or that you have connections to, stuff like that. And that's really all you can do for research, but I will say it is the second most important thing on your resume as a chemistry student. The first is your grades. So the first most important thing is your grades and your GPA. The second is your research opportunities and the research that you've done. And the third is your extracurriculars slash volunteer service. And I may talk about that sometime in the future because that is something that I also know very well about. Actually, I know both things very well. I'm a senior. But yeah, I hope this helped. So maybe I'll talk about like the reasons why you should go to a smaller school rather than a big school. This is one of the biggest reasons why, is because they actually have to, like, they probably will have research for you, because the professors, even though they do go to a small school where they don't like care about research as much, they still should be doing research as a professor at a university. But yeah, that's all I really had to share. Thanks for watching.